guys, welcome back to my channel. So in today's video I am doing a open pen pal / pen pal video with me where I show you one of the mails that I have made specially for a pen pal. So I just wanted to show you the envelope for this so you can kind of get the gist. So this is a pen pal that I have received from my pen pal Cynthia, and she makes the most amazing intricate collaged vintage mail, and this is actually on a already up on my channel if you're interested in seeing me go through it. I'm not doing that today. As you can see, she makes the most intricate, amazing vintage mail, and I really wanted to send her a vintage mail back, which is what this video is all about. I don't do a lot of vintage videos. I tend to do a lot of themes based around my bougie, because I tend to go through different phases of what I like, and I don't know, it just depends on my mood. But I really wanted to make her a vintage mail because she really likes it, and so I wanted to do that for her because it's a little bit out of my comfort zone. So but it's also kind of exciting because of it, because then that way I get to actually send her a mail that I think she will really enjoy. At least I hope she does, because that's the idea. First we have the envelope I made. So fun fact, this envelope is actually an envelope that I received card in it a really long time ago, and I really love the envelope. One, because of the colour, so I put it in my vintage box. I have a box full of vintage stuff. I thought the colour would work perfectly for vintage mail because it's like a off-white kind of cream. Like if you put it next to the white, you can kind of see it's like a cream. It also had this lovely stamp on it, and so I thought it went perfectly with the rest. So then I have kind of tried to collage it. So I think my name was written here, like at the back, and I have done a collage over it so I can just have this block here for writing their address. And then I have attempted to do a little bit of a collage for them, and I also added like this gold foil stuff, which, fun fact, is from a sweet packet. I just really like the gold and the shininess. If you're new to my channel, I love gold foils, so I ended up keeping it especially for that. I used my I can't remember her name. I have also used my vintage butterfly stickers that I had bought a little set of, which I thought looked super cute, and I thought went very well with this theme overall. And then I have some of these vintage sticker vibe, that they give you this vintage sticker vibe, which I used a lot of in this theme. And then I even have this card butterfly, which is also gold foil, that I put on, like glued on. And then on the back, from the same kind of set, I've obviously put brown paper on the back, but these are all from the same set as the gold foil butterfly. And we've got some more of my vintage butterfly there. This is been marked because, as I said, this was an envelope that was originally given to me, so it had a seal there. But from that same sticker set, I have this cute little outer space one. So when I send it, that is what I will be using to seal the envelope and hide that little bit, just to give it an extra kind of nice layer to it. So that is my envelope, which I was actually really pleased with, and I thought it looked quite cool. As I said, vintage is not really my best, and I'm trying really hard for it. Okay, so another thing that helped me with this letter was we bought this packet of Viennese swirl biscuits, and look at the packaging. It is incredible, and so I got super inspired, and that is what allowed me to do this mail. So as you can see, we've got a little cat with a top hat and a pocket watch. We've got the moon and hot air balloon, a little baggage one, hot balloon and stuff down here, got a bear in a top hat. So that is the design on the actual card, which I thought looked amazing. So because of that, I decided to play with it and then add more. So we've got more of these kind of vintage stickers that I have included on top of there, as well as another one of my vintage butterfly sticker. So that is the little front of the pocket that I have made. And we turn it over and this is what it looks like. And I have used this really cool paper, which again has like, is that children like in super fancy Victorian clothes, and I had another little butterfly down there. So this is what the pocket looks like all together. As I said, I really think I did a good job with this, considering this isn't something I usually do. And then on the card itself, I've got a little bit of a collage thing going on there. So that is my pocket and envelope. And then we've got goodies inside. So I have here, I thought this was a really good idea, so I'm pretty chuffed with this. So I was sent this a really long time ago. So these are kind of fake little book pages, but the back is clear. So I am going to be writing my letter on these book pages, because that way it looks super cool and still kind of vintage without actually having to, like, it sits really well with the theme, so I thought it would look really cool. So I am sending this colouring page because I thought it was kind of cool, and I'm not sending a lot of activities in this, so I thought it would be nice to have an activity, for example like word searches. I haven't done one for this one. And then in the same paper as this one, because she does a lot of collaging, I made this vintage kind of like border, so she can have like, because I sent her a whole bunch of collaging stuff because that's what she enjoys. So I made this little like frame for her own collaging. And then we've got these 3 little book cutouts. So I have like a cookbook for Cook's Book that I bought specifically to cut up, and it has obviously pages like this and little book bits like this, so it has it already. It just looks really cool. I just thought it looked really cool. I've done some really cool stuff with it in the past, including making customized little books. So like, please check out my previous content if you're interested, because I did try and do stuff like that in the past. And now this one I'm super chuffed about. So I received this envelope a long time ago. Again, I saved it because it is literally a vintage kind of music score sheet, and the only thing it had on it was this piece of paper and this sticker and this one, and I've kept it for a really long time for a really cool vintage mail. So I kept it, and I have added a lot to it. So I've got actual stamps that I have received over the years that I had collected and put by specifically for vintage mail. I've got more of these stickers from the same sticker set that I used to decorate throughout this mail. And on the back, I also added more stickers to kind of fit in, and I think it's really cute. I particularly love this vintage like moon design, but I really loved kind of the aesthetic of it. So that is the pocket, and then I've put quite a few little like goodies in here, which I am very excited to share. Okay, so the first is this really cool little tree bit on a vintage tree picture. That was sent to me, but I really love it, and I wanted to be able to give it to someone who would make something super cool with it, and I think she would, because of her, she's just incredible with her collaging and vintage designs. So I wanted to send that to her. I also have this this page that I actually took out of another book, which again, I got that just for doing design work and vintage work. And then inside, I also have these 2 little like book entries sort of on the back, so the back's kind of cool if you want to use the back. But these are like, again, it's from this same book that I got them from, because it just has such a cool vibe. And then I have this really cool little vintage piece here. I added some more like craft paper, including the last bit of the craft paper that I used to make the mail, in case they want to use it, because I like sending stuff that's in the mail, because if you'll get inspired by the mail, you might want to use it. I am also including this wine label that I salvaged and stuck to some paper ages ago, and I thought it looked really, really cool, and so I decided to keep it for that. This is another part of the biscuit box. Again, I wanted to include it if they can actually, as I said, get inspired from it and use it. So I have 2 more of the little gold foil things that I use to decorate my envelope. Oh, and here's a little heart as well. I then included some of the stickers that I used, including a couple of the vintage butterfly stickers that I use, and I thought they would like, because I pretty much used them all in this mail. And then I have a bunch of the rest of the vintage kind of stickers that I used to decorate, and I thought these looked really cool, so I wanted to add them in for the same reason. And yeah, that is my whole vintage mail, and as you can see, it's very vintage. I definitely took a lot of inspiration from her mail, because that is what she's really good at making. And that is my for this video. I really loved how it turned out. I tried to really customize this mail for her, because she does a lot of collages and a lot of really cool like crafty things like that. So my idea was to send her something that she would really enjoy, and hopefully really enjoy, and like make the most out of, and be able to use in her own projects. So that is my mail for this week, and I really like how it turned out. As I said, it's a little bit out of my comfort zone, because while I love doing vintage mail and receiving vintage mail, I don't think I'm very good at it. So I tend to not do it as much, but I really wanted to do it for her, because I know she really loves vintage mail. So that is me for this video for this week. I really hope you guys liked it. I know it's a little bit different to stuff I normally do, so I really hope you enjoyed how it turned out. I actually think it looks really cool, even laid out. But yeah, that is me for this video. I hope you're all having a wonderful week, and I look forward to seeing you all in the future.